contribute to the homeostasis of our system. And according to OpenStack psychology, this theory, quote, emphasizes the role that habits play in the type of behavioral response in which we engage. Once we engage in a behavior that reduces a drive, we are more likely to frequently engage in that behavior in the future. FOMO, also known as fear of missing out, is a nagging need to find out what others are doing, where they are doing it, and if they are having more fun than you. Sylvia Casal and her colleagues explore the relationship between FOMO and social media addiction. Their study confirmed the role of FOMO with respect to problematic social media use. This encourages people to stay in the loop for fear of not being involved. Narcissism, a personality disorder characterized by the constant pursuit of validation, is a spectrum upon which many users of social media fall. When self-esteem is influenced by the amount of likes that we get on our photos, social media becomes a breeding ground for insecurity and narcissism. Finally, voyeurism, once used to describe the perverse observation of others without their consent, can now more broadly describe the online monitoring of others. Despite this following being consensual, it is still a bit disturbing to think that we are able to just peer into the lives of others. So what incentivizes adolescents to use social media to a harmful extent? A big reason why teens turn on their phones daily is to send Snapchat streaks. While fun to maintain, streaks pose an issue to people attempting to take a break from social media. Another reason people consistently check social media is because it has become the new way to communicate. Deleting social media often means missing out on important messages. This condition is characterized by a lack of impulse control, in which one's priorities are restructured around internet usage. It grows hard to focus on homework or tasks while being constantly disrupted by your phone. According to psychologist Christina Gregory, one of the causes of internet addiction disorder is structural change to the prefrontal cortex region of the brain. This is detrimental to your capability to prioritize tasks in your life, rendering you unable to prioritize your own life, as the internet takes precedence to necessary tasks. As productivity plummets, so does your limited attention span. Physical health is also impaired. According to researcher Patricia Wallace, young people suffer health consequences from loss of sleep. Sleep deprivation, a consequence of excessive phone usage, is caused by blue light emissions from your screens. These put your brain on high alert and make you think it's time to wake up and not go to sleep. This addiction is also extremely detrimental to mental health and self-esteem. Leslie Couturand, a former social media personality, speaks of the influence held by social media platforms in her TED Talk. She says, "With my posts, I shape your world. With your posts, you shape mine. In this hyper-connected world, our digital habits have a long-term impact on ourselves, our society, and our planet." While showing you the ideal lives of your ideal peers, social media simultaneously generates feelings of need, lack, and competition. This form of social conditioning and social media consumption can lead to addiction, depression, self-doubt, and unhappiness. We cannot self-improve while being constantly conditioned by addictive media. According to the Bergen Social Media Addiction Scale, it was found that addicts have poor mental, physical, and health scores, and had high anxiety and depression scores. This addiction creates severe mental health issues like depression and anxiety, which can stunt the growth of a young teenager. In Problematic Social Media Use, Dr. Mark D. Griffiths discusses a study which gauges teen dependency on social media. Results showed that the at-risk group showed the lowest self-esteem and the highest levels of depressive symptoms, according to the most time spent on the internet. There is undoubtedly danger behind what appears to be an opportunity for innocent diversion. We think it's safe because it's a behavior that we all participate in. In reality, we are normalizing something which stunts our ability to develop personal autonomy, grow as individuals, and self-improve. Addiction is a spectrum, but we all exist on it, some of us more than others. We are all, in some nature, addicts. Going forward, we should take everything that we see online with a grain of salt. We should not let online reality define us. And most importantly, we should learn the power of disconnecting and finding meaning within our everyday lives. Thank you.